and through our baptism, we are called to not quit, to continue to fight, to continue to stick up for marriage, to continue to bring the message of the church about the sacrament and the holiness and the dignity of marriage to the larger world, even while they're punching us in the face. The first way to do that is to educate yourself. To educate yourself on what it is that the church teaches and why. For many years, people just said, Father knows the answer. I don't know the answer to a lot of these questions about the church, but Father does, and that's good enough for me. You're not going to find a lot of people out there who are going to be satisfied with you telling them, my priest knows the answer. Vatican II, in a very prophetic way, called to the laity and said, you must step up, you must learn, you must be prophetic, because people will be coming to you now. And they are. The question is, do we have the answers? For many, I think a lot of time in the past, the reason that people would often just say, well, Father knows the answer is because, the answer was in some dusty book down in the basement of the church, and Father had to go down there and read it in Latin and interpret it. But that's not the case anymore. We have the internet. We have sources at our fingertips that can allow us to become educated in a matter of hours on some of the key fundamental issues that face us. Through the Second Vatican Council and through our baptism, to become people who are educated, who are knowledgeable, who can give a defense, as St. Peter says, who can give a defense of why we have hope and why we love and why we enjoy being alive. The other thing that we ought to be doing in order to bring the message, in order to continue to fight, even though it's the fourth quarter and we're losing, is to embrace the church's teachings, to love it and to live it, and to spread it to other people. Again, no one listens to arguments anymore. They just don't. Pope Paul VI, during the Second Vatican Council, said, people don't listen to teachers, they listen to witnesses. Are you a witness? Are you, if you are married, a witness to the joy, to the beauty of the church's teaching and all of its different aspects about the importance of how to live marriage out? If you're single, are you affirming the importance of marriage in other people? If you are a young person, are you living in such a way that would show to the world that you think marriage is actually important and worth saving yourself for? We can look at the score and we can be overwhelmed by the fact that we are in a deficit and that we're losing closer to Christ. And finally, then, we have an amazing new tool at our disposal, unimaginable to most of the history of Catholics that have come before us, and that is the tool of social media. Do you spread articles and explanations and affirmations of the dignity of marriage and the church's teaching on marriage to your friends and family and those who follow you on social media? We have an amazing capacity to spread the truth and to let people know about the dignity of marriage. Marriage is losing by a lot. The church's teaching on marriage is losing by a lot, and it's late in the game. But the good thing about being punched in the face is that at least it wakes us up. It wakes us up and reminds us that we can't take a nap anymore, that we can no longer be lazy, that we can no longer simply say, Father knows or the church knows. It's time to take the message of the church about marriage to the streets, to the people that we know, to the people that we love, and to trust that Christ can heal and can bring back and can work miracles no matter what the score is, no matter how late in the game it may be.